Can a candidate truly escape their past, especially when that past is laid bare for the entire internet to see? We're talking about Graham Plattner, Maine's presumptive Democratic Senate nominee, and the off-the-wall Reddit posts that are now haunting his campaign. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow. Graham Plattner, a 41-year-old Marine Corps veteran, is the Democratic Party's #1 target in their quest to unseat Republican Senator Susan Collins and flip the Maine Senate seat blue. But his path to Washington is now paved with controversy, thanks to thousands of unearthed social media posts. These aren't just forgotten tweets or a misplaced Facebook comment. We're talking about a deep dive into his Reddit history, revealing statements that have sent shockwaves through the political landscape. Plattner has attributed this online behavior to depression and PTSD stemming from his combat tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. He claims that as an infantryman, he became accustomed to crude humor and offensive language. He's apologized, stating, "I'm sorry for this. Just know that it's not reflective at all of who I am. I don't want you to judge me on the dumbest thing I ever wrote on the internet. I would prefer if people could judge me on the person I am today." A common defense, but one that's met with its own brand of criticism. Because, ironically, as the Maine Monitor reported, in a 2020 post, Plattner himself called the PTSD excuse bull. Now he's citing his own struggle to explain these controversies. His former Reddit username, phustle, may be gone, but the digital footprint remains. Outlets like the Maine Monitor have made thousands of his deleted posts and comments easily searchable, sparking renewed criticism. Many of these posts touched on progressive ideas about race, but that didn't prevent some truly off-color comments. For instance, back in August 2013, on a thread asking, "What is one question you have always wanted to ask someone of another race?" Plattner asked, "Why don't black people tip?" He elaborated, "I work as a bartender, and it always amazes me how solid this stereotype is. Every now and again a black patron will leave a 15 to 20 tip, but usually it is between 0 to 5. There's got to be a reason behind it. What is it?" Beyond racial stereotypes, Plattner also liberally used slurs intended to demean homosexuals and the mentally disabled. Under a now-deleted post on a firearms subreddit, he wrote, "Betcha not a single down voter is a real combat vet. Feel free to back it up with facts, FS." He repeatedly used the word gay in a derogatory context. The Maine Monitor's repository shows he used variations of the word "artard" at least 18 times between 2013 and 2021. "If you believe that, it's pretty clear you're, in fact, a artard," he wrote on one occasion. Interestingly, while he used the F slur, he didn't express homophobia. In fact, he advocated for greater acceptance of homosexuals in the armed forces, even consoling a purported gay Marine officer who faced negative experiences. He acknowledged the difficulty and called it bull's tea that they had to go through it. Perhaps one of the most striking contradictions comes from a September 1, 2020, post where Plattner responded to the idea that white people aren't as racist or stupid as Trump thinks. His reply? "Living in white rural America, I'm afraid to tell you they actually are." This statement is particularly potent in Maine, the whitest state in the U.S., where over 91% of the population is non-Hispanic white. He also argued that the public only cares about certain crimes when white people are victims, implying a racial bias in media coverage. Plattner also expressed support for Marxism on multiple occasions. On an anti-work subreddit in November 2021, he posted, "I got older and became a communist." He's been called an absolute socialist and an avowed communist. As recently as April 2020, he claimed membership in his local chapter of the Socialist Rifle Association. He made over 100 posts to socialist subreddits between 2018 and 2021, describing himself as a vegetable-growing, psychedelics-taking socialist. Yet, when confronted, he stated, "I'm not a communist. I'm not a socialist. I own a small business. I am a Marine Corps veteran." Then there's the issue of political violence. In September 2013, Plattner wrote, "There are times in this world when, for the good of tolerance and humanity, you need to kill a mother fur." He was responding to a post cheering on anti-fascist protesters attacking a far-right party's offices in Greece. He justified his stance by saying, "Sadly, most people who are true believers in tolerance and humanity find that activity repulsive, which I suppose is morally good, but pragmatically a shortfall." He also stated, "Still got the guns though. I don't trust the fascists to act politely." His views on animals have also raised eyebrows. When asked about a cat needing surgery, he responded, "Why not just get a less effed up cat?" And when asked about humanely killing mice, he suggested, "I drop a 53 pounds kettlebell on their little heads. Ends it right quick." He even argued in favor of cooking lobsters alive, suggesting those far from nature anthropomorphize the hell out of everything. Perhaps one of the most chilling comments came in 2019. Reacting to a video of an American soldier being shot by the Taliban, he wrote, "Dumb motherfucker, didn't deserve to live." He criticized the soldier's tactical approach, stating, "At least his stupidity and fat A. wheezing are available for all future infantrymen to witness and hold in contempt." He added, "Poor marksmanship on the Taliban's part is the only reason this mouth-breather made it home. He managed to make every possible SD decision possible when it comes to small unit combat." This was reportedly in reference to Ted Daniels, a decorated soldier who earned a Purple Heart. Plattner also implied intimate knowledge of South American call girls, and the National Republican Senatorial Committee has called his comments disqualifying and degrade women, Black Americans, the gay community, and even wounded U.S. soldiers. They concluded, "Try as he may, Plattner can't outrun his own words, and Mainers won't excuse them in November." This entire saga raises profound questions about accountability, redemption, and whether a candidate can truly shed the skin of their online persona. What does it say about our political discourse when such deeply divisive language emerges from someone seeking public office? So what do you think about this? Can Graham Plattner overcome these revelations, or are these comments too extreme to be forgiven? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. This is a developing story, and the implications for the Maine Senate race are immense. We'll continue to monitor this situation closely.